The TVWAN News is proudly brought to you by
BSP, our bank, our people.
Hello, this is TV1 News. Thanks for joining us. In this edition, suspects arrested in Markham election mayhem, loud challenges bidding public servants, and double celebrations for hunters. Electoral Commissioner Simon Sinai has extended the date for the return of writ for NCD Regional to Friday, September 2nd. The NCD Regional seat is the only seat out of 116 seats throughout the country that is yet to declare a member-elect. Counting has progressed into its elimination stage. While members of parliament are preparing to sit for a second time this Tuesday, 30th of August, the National Capital District is still without a member of parliament for the regional seat. Electoral Commissioner Simon Sinai on Thursday, 25th of August, announced that the date for the return of writ for the NCD regional seat has been extended to Friday, September 2nd. The NCD regional seat is the only seat out of the 116 open and provincial seats yet to declare a member-elect. Elimination began this morning. At the time this newsroom visited the counting room, candidates Ako Jack, Paul Master and Alan Killer were eliminated from the race, with incumbent Governor Powes Pakop in the lead. It has been an exhausting 2 months for NCD residents as they wait in anticipation since the first week of July to know the results of their votes. NCD election officials are adamant to complete the counting process by Friday, September 2nd. Candidate for the Southern Highlands regional seat, Peter Nupiri, is challenging the decision of the declaration of William Powie. In a press conference on Sunday, Nupiri claims Powie's declaration was based on unofficial election tally that do not correspond with the results at the Agiru Counting Center. Nupiri said he will challenge the decision in court. A candidate for the Southern Highlands regional seat, Peter Nupiri, will challenge the declaration of William Powie as the governor for Southern Highlands in court. Nupiri, in a press conference on Sunday, claims Powie's declaration was based on unofficial election tally results that do not correspond with the results at the Agiru Counting Center. Nupiri said he will challenge the decision in court.
I would like to express my disappointment in the manner in which the Electoral Commissioner, Mr. Simon Sinai, made that declaration. The good Electoral Commissioner obviously was misled, or you could either say misled or he conspired.
5th of August declared William Powie as the member-elect for the Southern Highlands provincial seat, using his powers under special circumstances for declaration. This is the second declaration for Governor Powie where the Electoral Commissioner used his special powers under special circumstances. 14 suspects have already been arrested in relation to the burning of ballot papers at Mosing, Markham District. Morobe Provincial Police Commander Jacob Singura said the suspects were apprehended over criminal acts only as election-related offences would require the Electoral Commissioner's approval. Ballot papers and election-related materials were burned on July 16th at Mudzing, Markham District during counting. Morobe Provincial Police Commander Jacob Singura said an election investigation team from the provincial headquarters, comprising of Criminal Investigation Division personnel, was immediately dispatched to the area.
As we speak, 14 arrests have been made. These arrests are particularly with regard to the criminal acts, because for election-related offences, we would have to seek, we would have to get the authority from the electoral commissioner before we can charge them with election-related offences. That's the bit where there is delay. But since we cannot keep waiting for the electoral commissioner, we proceed.
Apprehend the candidates and the supporters who destroyed all ballot papers and boxes, including a district office, on Sunday, July 17th. They also burned 2 vehicles during that time. Morobe Provincial Police Commander Jacob Singura has requested for the Lae Metropolitan's assistance to investigate the July 17th car bomb rampage. The BBC asked the Metropolitan Commander, through the Office of the Assistant Commissioner of Police Northern Command, to send some of his Criminal Investigation Division officers to commence investigation.
Kabum, we have not commenced investigation yet. We have planned already to send a team out there as soon as logistics and funding is in place. So already budget prepared, submitted through the election steering committee, because these are all election-related matters or disturbances. So that will include myself with the awareness team, because I would want to go out there and tell the people their responsibilities. If they are causing these problems, what are the consequences? We've had some stations have been closed because of continuing law and order problems. So.
Transparency International PNG has described the accumulated failures in the preparedness, conduct, delivery and conclusion of the 2022 national general elections as being a flawed process. The civil society group has called for commitment from all stakeholders to undertake major reforms of the electoral process and systems to avoid similar problems in the 2027 national general election. The IPNG Chairman Peter IT said the PNG Electoral Commission and the government must not be complacent, adding that the numerous problems experienced during the 2022 national general election should be a wake-up call for action. The civil society group has called for commitment from all stakeholders to undertake major reforms of the electoral process and systems to avoid similar problems in the 2027 national general elections. The IPNG has described the accumulated failures in the preparation, conduct, delivery and conclusion of the 2022 national general elections as being a flawed process. Mr. IT added that the 5-year electoral planning cycle must be properly supported on an annual basis, adding that the 2022 national general election will not be resolved through quick fixes. The IPNG says in undertaking post-election analysis, all stakeholders should focus on structured long-term interventions that will promote transparency and integrity in PNG's national general elections. The IPNG says key issues encountered in this election include frequent instances of roll inaccuracy, lack of enforcement against election offences, non-compliance with constitutional requirements, disturbances in the conduct of the ballot counting, confusion on the declaration of seats, and widespread election-related violence. This is TVWAN News. We'll be back with more stories after the break. Stay tuned.
With BSP Internet Banking, you can enjoy your banking at home, at work, or wherever you are. BSP Personal Internet Banking allows you to view your accounts and transactions, transfer money, bill pay, schedule future payments, or access your bank statements. Visit your nearest BSP branch to register now. BSP Internet Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSP, our bank, our people.
He says the best Hunters players come from his region. So does she. But there's one thing that brings everyone together. SP Lager. Bongum Yumi. Cheers to 70 years.
NCSL belongs to multitudes of members. Our mission is to improve our members' quality of life through all seasons. When you make important financial decisions on education, family events, all those unexpected moments, it's good to know that you belong to a savings and loan society that understands your needs. To make the right choices for your family, become a member today. NCSL. Money, savings, future belong you.
From the rich soils of the highlands, the finest coffee has been grown by generations of Papua New Guineans. Expertly blended and roasted with over 80 years of experience, making the finest cup of Nescafe New Guinea blend, PNG's own coffee.
When you're spending time with family, when you've got a big day ahead, when you have given it all you've got, when you're putting on a feast, that's when you want the best. That's when you want flame rice. New flame rice. Win him, Olgeta.
Welcome back. NCD police have reported several arrests from the Planet Shakers concert on Friday and Saturday at the Sir John Guy Stadium. Planet Shakers Security Operations Commander, Senior Inspector David Terry said suspects involved were arrested and detained for attacking passing vehicles with rocks at the Barocco Motors intersection and along Waigani Drive. Inspector Terry also confirmed that a large quantity of contraband, including knives, lighters, alcohol and drugs were seized at the gate leading into the stadium. He said NCD Sector Patrol Fox 200 units, NCD Dog units and members of the Hohola and Waigani Police Station, including members of the Highlands-based Mobile Squad, worked tirelessly to control crowds of rowdy youths who went to watch the concert. Despite
Provincial Administrator for Madang, Frank Lau, is calling on all public servants in the province to return to work. He said politics is over and done with, and it is time to work with Madang's elected members of parliament.
I would like to ask all public servants to return to their normal posts, return to work, we have a job to do, to deliver services to the people of Madang.
Lau said Madang has been lacking real service delivery and they need to work hard to close this gap.
We still have our accounts on hold because of the Aboriginal Commission is yet to still release out of our account. Hopefully by this coming week they should do that and public service can run smoothly. So far, since the account has been on hold, our kids' examinations have been affected. Services in areas in the districts have been affected. Public services are finding it difficult to perform their duties.
The provincial administrator also mentioned that the administration will be receiving the new governor-elect Ramsey Pariva this week for the swearing-in ceremony. After the swearing-in ceremony of the governor and members of the Madang Provincial Assembly, a handover takeover will take place with former Governor Pitayama. Lau encouraged all 7 MPs to work together to empower the public service machinery in the province. Freddie Mo, TVWAN News.
The government, through the Department of Information and Communication Technology, is commencing the process to tender for the government-leased cloud infrastructure. The Department of ICT stated that within 1 year of the establishment of the government-leased cloud infrastructure, all public bodies are required to migrate and operate all databases and digital services onto the government-leased cloud infrastructure. Consistent with the purpose set in the Digital Government Act 2022, the government-leased cloud infrastructure provides the
Meat consumption is estimated to be increasing at 5% per annum in the country, but livestock production has not increased over the last 3 decades in PNG. Government data has indicated. Prime Minister James Marape said the creation of a separate ministry dedicated to the rehabilitation of livestock in the country and the recent appointment of Southfly MP Seki Agisa as minister is to address this neglected area. Under the rearrangements, the former Department of Agriculture and Livestock is now separated into 4 ministries: Agriculture, Livestock, Oil Palm and Coffee. Import substitution, focus on export and downstream processing are at the heart of these continuing changes, which began in 2019 when Marape took over as Prime Minister. In 2021, Marape directed the Livestock Development Corporation, or LDC, to reclaim all state land that are cattle ranges, abattoirs, and piggeries lost to settlers. This has led to the State Reclamation Project, headed by former Agriculture and Livestock Minister John Simon, that began at Con Farm on the border of Western Islands and Jiwaka provinces at the end of last year. Minister Agisa will continue and expand this work. With the return of attention on livestock in this major way, PNG can now produce and supply its own livestock and look at exporting these to the nearby markets in the near future. Prime Minister James Marape says he is keen on capitalizing on the existing bilateral arrangements PNG has with its neighbor Indonesia to export PNG beef there. Freddie Mo, TVWAN News.
You're watching TV1 News. Sports is next. Stay with us.
Experience a convenient and smarter way to do your banking with BSB Mobile Banking. You don't have to leave the office or your home to pay for bills. You can view your account balance, transfer funds, top up phone credits, or purchase easy paid units wherever you are. Visit your BSB branch today to register now for BSB Mobile Banking. BSB Mobile Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSB, our bank, our people. Made only from the highest quality beef, oxen palm, is PNG's pride and the world's favorite.
Open nets.
Favorite meal for the day does feel good. Snacks noodles is my choice for a simple meal. It is easy to prepare.